What a start to November we've had. Record-breaking temperatures. Simon's joined me in the studio again. What a start to November.
It was unbelievable, wasn't it? 22 degrees at Troscoed in the western parts of Wales. And that was a record going back to 1983. But of course, we've had the fog as well, haven't we? Some really dense fog across central and southern parts of the country. And do you know what? It looks as if that's going to be in for a few days still to come.
And why is that? Why are we driving the weather in these sort of extremes across the country? One place 17 degrees, the next place 7 degrees. Could be 2 miles apart. Why is that?
Well, this is one of the phenomena that we get in high pressure at this time of year. It's been dragging in a warm south and southeasterly wind, and part of the functions of the high pressure is that air actually sinks in high pressure itself. It warms the atmosphere so we get warm temperatures, but if you're unlucky and fog forms under that high pressure, the sun can't get through, things don't heat up, and you stay in cool conditions. So, you know, towns that are sort of a mile apart can suddenly have a temperature difference of perhaps 12 degrees or so.
Okay, and we're starting to look ahead now to the rest of what November has in store for us. Is there any big change in November at all?
Well, I think at the beginning of the month it looks like we are going to be staying mild, but then the jet stream comes in, and the jet stream may be a game changer in the middle of the month. I don't think it's going to go particularly awful, but certainly more unsettled than we have been during the first part of the month. And then perhaps at the end of the month things may well turn a little bit cooler, perhaps dare I say wintry.
Well, that's any question that I'm desperate to ask, is how things are looking as we go towards the end of the month and, of course, into the start of winter.
Generally, I think a notable lack of frost for the early parts of November. As I say, things turning cooler later on, so I think we are going to be seeing some frost, particularly during the final third of the month. But I wouldn't describe it particularly as winter, and at the moment, December looks as if it's going to be mild and wet.
Well, that's probably the best I'm going to get out of Simon in terms of the winter forecast at the moment.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us today. I know you'll be back again at the end of the month to talk about winter. And if you want to keep up to date with that forecast or indeed your 14-day trend forecast, do keep up to date with us at the Weather Network UK.